doing the same exact title. This is part 2 of our 99 overall run. So basically, if you're brand new to the series, we are trying to get the entire Saints team to a 99 overall. And I did put in some players like Patrick Mahomes and Jared Cook. No, Jared Cook was actually on the team, my bad. And then DeAndre, we also put on the team as well.
It's Gurley power. It's the coach. And this is the NFL.
We also put Tyreek Hill and OBJ, as well as Saquon Barkley,
fresh off a standout performance a week ago,
Bobby Wagner,
it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los
Aaron
Angeles Rams.
Donald.
With that, we're off to L.A. for the Rams' home opener in their 3rd season back home. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints.
Okay. So we're going to be here.
Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season 18.
Right,
and we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again. But the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going.
Escaping the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 10, 5. DeAndre Hopkins. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
They see that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long. They're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that, you got to really be ready on defense because these guys want to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game.
That's another talk about.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the...
That's not even who I want on my kick return team, dog. Kamara, kick returner, Saquon up, Alvin Kamara, up, Tyreek Hill, Michael Thomas. Good enough, okay?
Return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
A
good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown,
So that's an O-line times
Alvin
2,
Kamara,
and then also our
his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down, coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they described that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
This will be taken in at the 1. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
This team is honestly probably like telling this guy.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0.
Okay, they're going to show the Rams.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Trash.
And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
And I think the entire league benefited when Andrew Whitworth made the decision to come back for his 13th NFL season. Still one of the best offensive tackles in the game. 4 Pro Bowls, 2 times first-team All-Pro. He's now 10th among active players in the NFL in games started.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Yeah. See, like, Kamara can't be taken down as easily as
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
By the way, if you have a fantasy draft thing, I would very much recommend.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate.
I don't remember how fast that was.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, no.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop him right there.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. DeAndre Hopkins.
Hold on, I honestly have a question, though. Did we just... Yeah, I thought we didn't just...
2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I think what I'm going to do is start Drew Brees in the 2nd half.
Lutz good on the extra point.
Even go to
and that makes the score 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to...
Be right back. Yeah.
Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with G,
pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be...
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Touchdown, Saints.
Okay, we are going to give it
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
He forced it to go down there, and if
with
it
the extra point.
For that, we probably
and the
wouldn't have
round
been
is
able to
on
do it.
here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Because like they have all these certain players that have like
out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now,
they're going to show our
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm
look at this D-line.
Yeah. You know, take your time.
Wait.
First half, you still got a chance.
I
think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet.
Nothing happens to my safeties and my quarterback.
Plays, specials,
I mean, I'm probably trying to get Earl Thomas, but
the rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line.
So now that we've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and put in my boy Aaron Donald, who's a left end. No, he's a right end. Honestly, I'm probably gonna no. Aaron Donald up. Okay, let's go.
The play calling, what?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield.
Not bad.
It's on the ground, and this is picked up by the Saints. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Boom.
Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Saints just continue to roll. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the
now I'm going to go ahead and put in all of my backups, considering we are whipping them, especially on offense. So quarterback, I'm going to put in him, and Taysom Hill's going to go up. He's not the best guy right now, but like I feel like he can get better. Halfback, we're going to put in Saquon. Fullback, we don't really have a backup on that, so I'll go ahead and put in, no, I don't feel like it. I'll put in Jared Cook right there over Zach Line. My bad. Okay, DeAndre can go back for him, but I'm gonna put Kirkwood right there, and right there. Tight end is going to be put behind by Alice Max. Now fullback, we can start Jared Cook. Everything else is okay, I guess. Like, our whole team basically changed.
Already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a give to Brown.
You honestly,
forget about
are they done? They want to start off with Todd Gurley, their best player on the Rams, doing a run play. And then now they send in another run play.
Because it's easy to sit up
Are they
and
done?
make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are pouring it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do.
Hold on. We can be able to view highlights, right? So I want y'all to watch this. Like, this is basically what you have to do mostly with, like, if you have a 99 overall kick returner, basically act like you're going one way to the open field all the way like that. Then cut back to the other side because all the defenders, as you can see, are drawn all over here. So now that you have Kamara, bam, and then juke move once, you should, and then cut back inside, and then these guys ain't catching you. The kicker, he might, like, depending on who he is, but you can't go back inside or else you're going to get tackled by him, who I don't think is very fast, but he could very well be. And Kamara just coming up with that big boy stuff. Boom, daddy. But there you go. I know y'all probably already knew that.
That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
Because my team is so good, like, you can't really
look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
See, look, and now you have another guy here.
Shaking up on that last play.
That's what you get when you run football.
We'll step aside. The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Gone. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Oh, crap, I didn't see that guy.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
Okay, finally we get our offense.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. First throw now for the backup Breeze.
Boom, bop.
And this one caught by Delanie Walker. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Oh my gosh, man.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 7th round pick. He made it through training camp. Now he's getting some reps.
And that's all you want, an opportunity. 7th round pick. I haven't met a 7th round pick yet that didn't play really because they're ticked off they didn't go in the first 6 rounds. All you want is that chance, and once they get it, many times they turned out to be great players.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth.
We're just going to go ahead and super send this to the end because I have to go. So we're going to send this to the end of the game to see what happens. And they scored a touchdown off of us.
Let's go, boys, bring it on!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Peace out. Sorry.